Relax now. Let yourself grow still. Just for these moments, you don't need to do anything at all. Nothing to chase, nothing to finish, nothing to hold. Just let go, breathe in slowly and exhale gently, like the tide moving in and out, in soft rhythm with the stars above. You are invited to a monastery. It's high on a hill under a starlit sky. Inside, the air is hushed with the scent of pine and damp earth. At the heart of the building, its doors are open, welcoming you in. Feel how the air changes. Cool stone meets the glow of firelight. And then you hear it, the sound of the quills scratching across parchment, every mark patient, every line a meditation. Beside them lie little pots of ink, some black as midnight, some colored with powdered minerals. A monk dips his quill into the well, taps it gently against the rim and returns to the slow-flowing script. You notice how calm their movements are. No haste, no rush. Each stroke is a prayer, a devotion, a gift to time itself. Near one desk rests a stone mortar and pestle, a circle of stone on stone humming in steady rhythm. Ground lapis lazuli, once a gemstone, becomes powder for the bluest of inks. As you wander softly between the desks, you notice something curious. Not all the pages hold solemn script. Here and there at the margins of parchment, tiny doodles appear. A little cat curled up in eternal slumber, its tail wrapped neatly around its paws. A snail drawn with delicate spirals, as if wandering the border of a page. Some monks, with secret smiles, added these touches, playful, tender glimpses of life hidden among sacred texts. Imagine them now, the monks smiling faintly, eyes twinkling in the lamplight, as if saying, even in solemn work, joy can live in small corners. The crackle of the hearth deepens the warmth. The flames pop softly, sending little sparks into the chimney's dark throat, and the shadows dance, stretching long fingers across the walls. The scriptorium feels alive, as if breathing with the monks. You find yourself a wooden chair, smooth from centuries of use. You sit and feel the hush surround you. It is like resting inside a dream. A monk looks up and nods to you, gently, wordlessly, then returns to his parchment. In that nod is welcome. In that silence, belonging. The quill resumes its scratch. Steady, tender, soothing, over and over, like rain falling lightly on a roof. And so the night drifts. Page after page is filled with beauty. The hours slip by like candle wax melting slow and golden. You let yourself sink deeper, as if your breath, your heartbeat, has joined the rhythm of quill and ink. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, only this chamber of peace, this starlit scriptorium where every sound, every flicker of light, cradles you gently into rest. Feel yourself sinking a little deeper now, as if the chair beneath you, the warm glow of the hearth and the quiet scratching of quills are gently drawing you inward. Every sound becomes softer, every breath becomes slower. The night stretches outside the monastery, but within these walls, time feels different. It does not rush forward, nor does it pull you backward. It simply rests a gentle pause in the universe. Our story continues in this stillness. You notice the windows of the scriptorium, narrow slits of stone carved into the walls. Beyond them, the night sky gleams like an endless sea of silver. A cool breeze drifts through, carrying with it the faint fragrance of grass and pine. It brushes over your skin, so soft, so cool, like the sigh of a lullaby. One monk rises quietly. His sandals whisper on the floor as he makes his way toward the hearth. He lifts a small log, places it gently into the fire, and the flames respond, crackling warmly, glowing brighter, casting waves of golden light across the desks. The shadows of the monks grow long again. Their bowed heads seem like silhouettes from another world, timeless and serene. You notice the rhythm of the room now. One monk dips his quill into ink. Tap, tap. Another smooths parchment with the flat of his hand. The mortar circles round and round. The hearth hums in its warm chorus. Together, these sounds weave into one continuous music, a lullaby of labor and light. At the far end of the room stands a tall cabinet. Its wood is dark with age, polished by countless hands. Within it lie books, manuscripts, bound in leather, their spines etched with faded patterns of gold. Some are centuries old, copied by generations of monks. Each one holds a piece of memory, a spark of knowledge preserved against the fading of time. A monk gently opens the cabinet, his hands careful, reverent. He lifts a book and places it on the desk before him. The sound of the clasps opening click, click, echoes softly in the chamber. He turns the pages slowly. The parchment whispers as it moves. On the pages are words, yes, but also illuminations painted in brilliant colors. Intricate vines curl across the margins, their leaves touched with gold. Tiny animals hide among the patterns. A rabbit, a bird, a little dragon peeking from the vines. This is not just writing, it is art, devotion, a bridge between spirit and world. You lean closer, imagining the shimmering gold leaf catching the lamplight. The colors seem alive, as though they might move when no one is watching. Another monk, younger and eager, mixes fresh paint nearby. He dips his brush, draws the faintest line of blue along the border of his parchment. His hand trembles slightly, but his eyes are steady. calmed by the silence of the scriptorium. The older monks glanced over with kind eyes, as if encouraging him silently. Patience, breathe. Each stroke will find its place. You, too, feel this lesson. That nothing needs to be rushed. That beauty arrives slowly, in steady strokes, in quiet breaths, in the gentle unfolding of the night. As you breathe, you sense how the room itself feels alive with patience. The walls hold centuries of whispers. The desks, smooth and worn, hold the touch of countless hands. Every quill, every jar of ink, every candle has a story. And above, the stars keep their watch. Through the narrow windows, the constellations gleam. The monks do not look up often, but you do. You feel the heavens themselves blessing the quiet work below, each star like another candle in the cosmic scriptorium. The breeze enters again, rustling the edges of parchment. The monks pause, place small stones on the corners of the pages to hold them steady. Even the air is part of the story here. A guest, a companion, reminding you of the world beyond stone and firelight. Now you close your eyes, just for a moment, and let the sounds wash over you. Scratch of quill, crackle of fire, soft turn of parchment, breeze sighing through the window. Each sound draws you further down, like steps into deeper rest. And in this descent, there is only safety, only warmth, only the timeless work of the starlit scriptorium. When you open your eyes again, a monk is smiling faintly as he adds a final flourish to a letter. He pauses. Then, in the margin of his page, he draws something small. You lean closer. It is another little creature. This time, a mouse, its whiskers fine, its tail curling. A secret, playful mark in the midst of solemn words. He looks up and catches your eye, as if sharing the secret with you. A moment of shared joy. A reminder that even in silence, laughter can live. You exhale. Your body softens. The world feels lighter. The scriptorium embraces you like a gentle dream, holding you safe within its walls of stone and stars. The air feels softer now, as if the night itself has wrapped a cloak of calm around your shoulders. Each breath you take flows slower, steadier. Your chest rises like the gentle swell of a tide and falls again, carrying away all traces of tension. The monks continue their quiet work. The quills glide. The parchment accepts each mark like snow catching the fall of delicate flakes. There is something eternal about this rhythm. As though the world could stop turning and still the scriptorium would go on. Faithful, serene, endless. You let your gaze wander. On the far side of the chamber, a tall iron candelabrum stands. Its candles burn in uneven heights, wax dripping in rivulets, hardening into pools at the base. The flames waver gently, casting light that bends and stretches across the stone floor. A monk approaches it, hands folded, eyes half closed. He cups one hand near a flame, feeling its warmth, then bows his head, whispering a prayer you cannot hear. The language is old, older than memory, yet the tone is tender, like a lullaby spoken only to the fire. Your mind drifts to the monk's gardens. You are not there, but you can almost smell the herbs growing in neat rows. Lavender, thyme, rosemary, sage, plants used for medicine, for cooking, for inks and dyes. The fragrance rides the night air and finds its way even here, into the scriptorium. Breathe it in now, the faint sweetness of lavender, the grounding scent of earth, the cool sharpness of rosemary. Each note relaxes you further. The quills return to their work. The younger monk, still learning, pauses to admire the page he has finished. An older brother leans over, places a hand on his shoulder. A smile passes between them, quiet encouragement, a shared understanding that patience bears fruit. You feel that encouragement too, as though the older monk has placed his hand on your shoulder, reminding you that you are safe, that you are enough, that in stillness, beauty grows. The hearth crackles once more. Sparks fly upward for a moment, then fade into the dark chimney. The warmth seeps across the chamber. It brushes against your skin, seeps into your bones, carrying away the last remnants of the day. In the corner, a monk hums faintly under his breath. It is not a song with words, just a tune, soft and low, repeating like the sway of branches in the wind. The hum vibrates in the air, a gentle thread weaving through the silence. You find yourself swaying slightly with it, your body responding to its rhythm, as though it were a lullaby meant only for you. The chamber is so still now. Only the faintest sounds remain. The whisper of quill on parchment, the crackle of fire, the distant sigh of wind slipping through stone. You breathe with it. Each sound enters, wraps around your body, and carries you deeper. There is no effort, no thought, just a natural drift into peace. The monks continue their work. You notice how their faces glow in the lamplight, lined with age, softened by patience. Their eyes are steady, not with strain, but with devotion. Every movement is prayerful. Every gesture is gentle. One monk pauses, holds his quill upright, and closes his eyes. Perhaps he is remembering the words he will write next. Perhaps he is simply resting. You watch the way his shoulders rise and fall, calm, unhurried. Even in stillness, there is beauty. You feel your own shoulders loosen now. The muscles melt. Your arms grow heavy, your hands relaxed. Like his, your body knows the rhythm of rest. The room feels endless, though you know its walls are stone. It is the silence that makes it so vast. Silence so deep it seems to stretch beyond the stars. In this silence you feel held. Not alone, never alone. You too can pause. Close your eyes for a breath. Imagine all that has passed in your day. Every thought, every effort, every weight. See them now written on parchment. The ink is drying. The page is finished. You may turn it over and begin anew tomorrow. For now, you rest. The older monk beside him adds his own flourish, not golden but simple, a tiny figure in the margin. This one is a bird, its wings spread wide, as though about to take flight from the very page. The lines are delicate, yet alive. It seems almost to move, ready to soar into the night. You watch it, and you imagine yourself as that bird, wings spreading, weight lifted, drifting upward into starry skies. No burden, no boundary. Only freedom, light, flight. The fire sighs again, its warmth steady. The monks adjust their lamps, turning wicks, feeding the flame. The glow spreads across the chamber once more. Your eyes grow heavy in its golden haze. Beyond the windows, the wind stirs the trees. Their leaves rustle like distant whispers, like the monks' prayers carried outward. Each leaf sways, each branch bends, yet all remain rooted, steady. You too feel rooted, safe, grounded, unshaken. The inside of my mind is not a place you're meant to go. There's no furniture, no walls, no doors. There's just a giant script that flows on forever. Some letters curl in elegant loops, others stand tall, straight as towers. The pages fill, line after line, like waves upon sand. Never rushed, never forced, just steady, inevitable, gentle. You notice again the soft playfulness in the margins. Another cat appears, this one stretching, back arched in a long, drowsy pose. A snail curls lazily beside it. These little drawings feel like secrets shared only with you, quiet companions on the journey into sleep. The room grows warmer, your eyelids heavier, the voices of your thoughts quieter, and still the scriptorium hums with calm, like the heart of night itself. Here, under starlight, with quills whispering and fire glowing, you are safe, you are held, you are free to let go. The stillness grows richer now, as though every sound has softened into velvet. The scratch of quills, the hush of fire, the breath of wind each has become slower, gentler, quieter. Your own body follows, limbs growing heavy, thoughts growing faint, as if you are becoming part of the silence itself. The monks continue, undisturbed. Their world is not one of haste. It is one of patience, of devotion, of endless night where every second is sacred. You notice the colors on their desks, little jars, carefully arranged. Blue dust from lapis lazuli, gleaming faintly like the night sky itself. Reds from crushed berries and minerals. Yellow from saffron, bright as morning sun. And black, deep and steady, made from soot and oak galls. The pigments are powders now, but as they mix with water, they awaken into paint. Each hue swirls and shimmers in its dish, like galaxies spinning in miniature. When the brush touches the page, those galaxies settle into vines, flowers, tiny stars. Imagine those colors slowly unfurling across the parchment. Vines curl softly, spirals winding, tendrils delicate. Gold leaf pressed gently onto borders, catching light, glittering faintly with each flicker of the flame. The pages are no longer mere parchment. They are gardens, worlds, cosmos painted in miniature. And as you watch, it feels as if you are walking into them, stepping across vines of ink and stars of gold, wandering softly through their beauty. The monks do not speak, yet in their silence is a language older than words. Each quill stroke is a phrase, each color is a song. Together they weave stories too deep for sound. The hearth sighs once more. Its flames sway, casting light that trembles along the ceiling beams. You look upward. The roof arches high above, carved from dark timber, its ribs like the hull of a ship turned upside down. And for a moment, you imagine the scriptorium not as a room but as a vessel. A great wooden ship sailing quietly through the night sky, its sails woven from parchment, its stars guiding from above. The monks, steady at their desks, are its crew. Their quills are oars, dipping into the ocean of time, rowing gently, patiently, endlessly. The thought makes you smile. A ship of silence, a vessel of words sailing through eternity. And you're aboard, rocking gently with its motion, lulled by its steady pace. Outside, the stars continue their slow dance. The moon leans lower, casting silver across the grass and stone. You sense the world sleeping around you. Villages quiet, fields still, streams whispering in the dark. But here the scriptorium glows on a lantern in the endless night. The monks write not only for themselves, they write for generations yet to come. For hands that will open these books long after their own have stilled. For eyes that will see their words centuries from now. For hearts that will be comforted, healed, guided by the pages. This realization feels like a soft weight on your chest, not heavy but grounding. The sense that you, too, are part of something larger, something flowing across the centuries. Like ink on parchment, your life, your presence is woven into a greater story.